It's Rob!
Tony!
We're in gaming!
And that's you!
Hello inmates and welcome back to the inn. I'm Rob, of course, or Warshack if you want to call me by my in-game name, and we are finally at rank 10. We are 3 stars in, so we haven't lost our rank 10 yet. I know in the couple previous episodes we were having some difficulty getting to rank 10 and keeping it. So we're actually 1 game away from going on the win streak, which means we are only 2 games away from being rank 9. So we're making our way downtown, walking fast, ranking up now. So we're gonna play some Control Warrior, as I find it's my most consistent deck most of the time. Sometimes I really don't like anything in this opening hand. It's too slow. We're looking for like Ravaging Ghoul, definitely a War Axe, definitely not whatever this is. Hellscream and Harrison Jones, not exactly the best cards against Zoo, which is probably this Warlock deck we're playing against. Oh, we got a War Axe. This just made this hand so much better. How fantastic. We're actually going to turn the mic up just one little knob here. That should be good. Alright, so Flame Imp, this is a pretty decent start for him. The coin into Voidwalker means we can't actually deal with the Flame Imp right off the bat. But we're definitely going to play the War Axe to kill off the Voidwalker, and in an attempt to next turn maybe kill the Flame Imp. His best turn 2 play, probably another Voidwalker or a 1-drop, or he could go ahead and drop the Dark Peddler. Those are always options for the Zoo. There's the Peddler. So, as you guys know, and you veteran inmates here know how I feel about the, we could go swing into this, bash the 2-2, or we can attack the 3-2 and then play the Alkalite of Pain. And I like playing the Alkalite of Pain here, just because I'm gonna hope he doesn't have the Abusive Sergeant to buff the Peddler up, because if he buffs it up, he can make the trade. But then this will be at 1 HP, and we can actually revenge. But it looks like Direwolf Alpha is gonna do the same job as the Abusive Sergeant, which is kind of sad. Interesting. So I think I'm just gonna bash the wolf here, and then we'll play the revenge probably on turn 5 with a passive. What I was saying though is last season I was getting pretty angry at Zoo, as you guys could tell through the videos. So I'm just gonna tone back my anger towards Zoo. It's like the new Secret Paladin anger for me, but it's okay. So I'm just gonna tone that anger back, and we're gonna try to have a much more enjoyable time here at the end instead of being as salty as I was getting. Well, it's only because that I was there's a couple things going on outside of Hearthstone that was actually making me not in the best mood. So it wasn't the fact that it was like, oh my god, I was mad at Hearthstone all the time. It was just like I wasn't in the most pleasant mood as I used to be. And then on top of getting annoyed with Hearthstone, you know, I was directing my anger at Hearthstone, and it wasn't good. So, yeah, that kind of addressed that. So we got a couple moves here. We go Sylvanas, and it puts him in a little bit of a pickle, I would say. We could go with Trueheart. The problem with Trueheart is it doesn't actually do anything to help us in the future. So we're gonna play Sylvanas in hopes that he wants to deal with the Sylvanas, and that'll give us enough time to go ahead and maybe develop the Justicar on 8, so we can fit in a 4 armor. And then next turn maybe, or this turn maybe he'll play something big that we can execute, and then we can fit in maybe another armor up and develop a 2-2. So the Darkshire Councilman is something that we're going to want to get rid of with the execute. It's interesting that he's just gonna go face with everything here. So what I see, we know we're gonna be killing the councilman, right? So this could swing into there, this can actually kill a creature, and this can actually kill a creature. But do I want to draw from the slam is the question. I think I do. So we can actually use Sylvanas to attack into the Imp Gang Boss, which I really don't mind. So we're gonna slam the councilman, see what happens here. Another slam. Okay, that's exciting. We actually can count. We can. Oh, should we save the execute and maybe use it on a? Because we can slam this, Taskmaster it, and then just attack something else, which I kind of like. Yeah, I like that a lot. Ooh. 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 Oh, hit him with the 9. Wow. Granted, our Sylvanas isn't going to take something, but we were able to make it so we're not Well, he can. We take less damage this way. We lose the ability of Sylvanas, but Sylvanas, we were never looking to take something great with Sylvanas, right? We were only looking at Sylvanas as like an out that he would direct damage to. And wow, he's just gonna go face. He's just going face. He gives no fucks about Sylvanas. Wow. All right, so there's not going to be a way that we can clear his board to take the Councilman. So we can go ahead and attack the... Yeah, let's attack the 2-1 and hope that we get something good, right? Just not the 1-1. I'll accept that. So now we can go ahead and... We'll execute this. We'll go ahead and kill off this creature here. So he has nothing on the board, and we'll armor up. So worst case scenario, he throws down Googly-eyed Octopops. We'll do the best we can to kill it. That's worst case. Best case scenario, he has a kind of dry turn here. Maybe he Doom Guards just to go face for 5, discards 2 cards, taps, has 2 cards in hand. Oh, he taps first, so Doom Guard's probably not coming out, but most likely the Googly-eyed Octopops. Knife Juggler into the Googly-eyed? Knife Juggler into the Squire. No Googly-eyed from this guy. All right, so we're going to go, yeah, we're going to play this a little bit more defensive than I normally would. I'm going to go ahead and armor up here. And then we're just going to swing into this. And well, I like going face. Because we have lethal next turn. I'm not scared of leaving the 1-1 on board. We currently have 18 HP. So if he can pull off 18 damage in 1 turn. Oh god, power overwhelming. This could have been a mistake, folks. Another power overwhelming. Oh my god. Did we just make a mistake? Can he pull off this damage? Another power overwhelming. And a Doom Guard. Did we just lose? We just lost. You gotta be fucking kidding me, right? Didn't play around the triple power overwhelming into Doom Guard. Damn, man. We lost. We get... Oh, my God. All right, first look into how we're doing. This is like... we're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen. I'm only laughing because the anger inside just went from 0 to 100 extremely quickly. Like we could have killed the 1-1, right? And we would have just won. But I'm just like, okay, well normally zoos don't have triple power overwhelming. Do we keep Bash in case of its dragon? The only card that we would bash in Dragon War, yeah, we'll keep Bash for the Elite, and the Kieran Torley and the Charged Dragon, Alex Strauss's champion. Fuck, man. I guess next time we'll kill the 1-1. Next time we'll play it the safe. Like we could have played it a little bit safer, right? We could have killed the 1-1, but I was just setting up for a quicker lethal because the longer you if we would have swing, we might have had lethal now. It would have probably taken 1 more turn, but we had Hellscreen. So if we would have drawn into like a Hellscream activator, we would have had it. So it was my fault that we lost there. But come on, man. Triple power overwhelming. You got to give me a break. And Doom Guard. For exact lethal. So could we fit in a hero? The obvious mistake was the 1-1. But I'm trying to think if there was a way to... we're just going to armor up here. Fit in another hero power somewhere. I guess we could have fit in a hero power instead of playing the Alkalite of Pain. Yeah, I don't know. So it looks like he is playing Dragon Tempo with just a really, really slow start. What do we like here? I mean, we do have a large quantity of cards in our hand, so maybe just shield blocking and seeing what we draw is good. We also could go for the slam to see what we draw. We could coin into the Ghoul, but then it just dies to the War Axe, takes us down to 3, which means we can bash it next turn. So I actually don't mind that. He also uses one of his durability on his weapon. It's a pretty slow start from Dragon Tempo, though. Definitely. Normally, it's much quicker. Okay, so he's just going to Corrupt her, which is fine. So we actually can go ahead and bash and then Taskmaster that. But then this is left at 1. But then we can actually just Taskmaster that. Or we could just Taskmaster Alkalite of Pain ourselves. But I really don't like that much. I like fighting for board, keeping his board low as much as possible, even though we also don't have a brawl too. So like, let's say he builds his board up to 3 creatures, we'll go ahead and brawl, right? Because most of the time they max somebody, if they know you're playing Control Warrior and they know you're running at least 2 brawl, or at least a brawl, most likely 2. That's why I wanted to save the bash for the elite, but we didn't get to use that because we wanted to use it on the 5/4 last turn. And I definitely don't want to use an execute until we kill his rag, right? So best draw is a War Axe or a Bash to get rid of this 4/3. Shield Slam does it, but I don't really like it that much. We could go for the block and see what we draw, or we could just go for the Alkalite of Pain into the draw, which I kind of like a little bit more. So I'm going to go the Alkalite of Pain into the Taskmaster just to draw a couple extra cards. We're at 29 HP, and I value the draw more than my health at the moment. And if he, again, he decides he wants to deal with our field with his War Axe, maybe an Execute or a Slam, he plays another creature, he's got 3 creatures, we draw into Brawl, then we can utilize that. That's also something we can look forward to. So he's going to use the War Axe to hit the Alkalite, we draw an additional cards, uses Drake to kill the 2/2, which is fine, the 4/3 goes face. There's 2 shield blocks in hand, so if he plays anything big here. Okay, this thing is just going to be a 6/6. Okay, the slam is here. So we actually could go double shield block, shield slam this, or we could go slam for starters, see what happens, and then just use 1 shield block. So I actually like using this first because if we draw into Ravaging Ghoul, we can utilize that quite nicely. No Ravaging Ghoul. So I guess we'll just go shield block. Oh no, because shield block's only for 5. For some reason I thought it was going to generate a 6. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. That's not good. Why did I think this gave me 6? I've been playing Warrior for how long now? And this is going to give me 6 armor all of a sudden? Silly Rob tricks are for kids. Do we just... Oh man, we're going to be at so low. This was horrible. Why didn't I just go with the double shield block, shield slam? That was just that was a safer play. What do we do? I guess we go for the draw, right? There's no point not to go for the draw at this point. We've already made mistakes. Do we shield slam this just to bring it down to 1? No, we're just gonna take it like a boss. We're just gonna take it. Taking 12 damage here because I am not a smart player right now. Why did I think they did 6? Well, why? Why didn't I think he had 5 HP? When did that come? It is 9 o'clock in the morning still, but still, we don't need to make these kind of mistakes. We made the mistake last game by not killing the 1/1, the most powerful 1/1 I think I've ever seen on the face of the board. So he's going to play nothing here because he's scared of Brawl, which is fine because we don't have Brawl. Another shield slam. All right, so we actually can kill that right now. We actually can draw at the same time. So there's the War Axe, which we've been looking for the entire game. But we can't play it because we have to armor up to shield slam this. And now we can play the War Axe to attack this. So now I see turn 9, either Hell Scream or a Rag. So if he plays either one of those, we do have the ability to execute it with the hope that we draw some sort of activator such as Ghoul, Taskmaster, Revenge. There's the Fire Rag. So we could actually go swing into here, play our Rag, and hopefully our Rag kills his Rag, but as you know, our luck is not the utmost of the highest right now. So I don't particularly like that certain play. So what do? We have no activators. So we basically armor up, shield slam, execute, and then attack that. But we'll attack this first just to go down to 12 HP. Can we fit in Justicar? So if we Justicar, we're at 3. And then if we armor up, that's 8. And yeah, so there's no room to do that here. So it's basically the armor up, like I said, the shield slam, the execute, and then I guess we'll just play the taunt. So he doesn't charge out, deal more damage to our face. The next turn's like armor up, Justicar, armor up. Or if he plays it a little bit slower, we go Rag, armor up. Using shield slam and execute on one creature. That does not feel the best. We still got ghouls in the deck. Ghouls in the deck go round and round. What do we do? Just Rag, armor up. There's the Revenge. So Revenge, I don't like it here. I like Rag. Rag, do your Rag things. Go Rag, go. Kill either creature. Just don't go face. Okay, that's fine. As long as I've had more times than not, Rag just wants to go face, man. Rag likes the face. He does still have an execute left, but the thing is he can't use execute unless he gets through our taunt, but he hasn't used all his blood to Icors yet or his ravaging ghouls. So I expect some sort of, ooh, we could be seeing some big damage coming from him and Berserker. All right, so he's not playing around Hagelsayame the Brawl. He's kind of gone all in at this point. So if he swings with that, I'm hoping he puts damage on either his Dragon or his Berserker, because then our Revenge actually does 3 damage right now. So the Berserker, or his Elite, attacking into the taunt doesn't actually do anything because his HP is currently 3 anyway. But we want him to no. Attack with your Elite first, because the Elite goes down to 1 and then the guy enrages, putting him at 5 attack. So he'll actually get to either kill. No. What are you doing? Oh man, it has 4 now. And then he's going to make the attack. Oh no. And now he's going to kill the Rag. He's going to Dragon. All right, so currently we can bring down 2 of his cards to 1 HP each. And here's the Execute. No Execute. There's our Hellscream, though. That's a Hellscream. All right, so we could go Revenge. This goes... Oh, God. We can't allow that to happen. I mean, we could go Hellscream. No, we can't even do that. Well, we can. No, we can. All right, so we're going Revenge. That's without a doubt something that's happening. Then, unfortunately, now we have to execute this. This cannot live. Like, that has to die, 100%. And then we know we need to armor up. Can we take the 3, or do we want the chance here? I think we need to attack this. And then we're still pretty low, and we need to armor up. The reason being we're armoring up is because 12 HP is still dead to an Inner Rage Hellscream. And if last game, if we're getting triple power overwhelming Doomguard off the top, there ain't no way I'm not playing around. There is no... I am playing around Hellscream Inner Rage. That is... So, Execute, that's bound to happen. Rag got 2 turns out of him, which is fine. There's the Hellscream. Do we see the Inner Rage? Blood to Icor for the Activator. We have no more Executes left, so... we lose. There's no possible way to stop Hellscream right now. Dude, fuck this, man. We are getting shitted on this morning. Okay. Alright, so let's... we'll keep playing Control Warrior. We'll play one... we'll play until we win, right? This is just so sad. The second... Like, literally the past 3 or 4 videos I've recorded at rank 10 or 11, I've lost, I think, every single game. We might have won 1 somewhere in there. Like, we'll lose 3 or 4 and then win 1 at the end. But all of them have been losses, which I'm sure isn't fun for you guys. To just literally just see me lose constantly. Like, not even like, oh, win 1, lose 1, win 1. Like, just like lose. So we'll slam. Do we keep it? What would be the point of keeping slam? Like, what would he play that we would want to slam? I don't think anything. Like, it's a good card, just not against a rogue early on. If he's playing Zoo or Hunter, sure, we keep slam. But against a rogue, nah. We're looking for, we're always looking for War Axe. But maybe some of our taunts, like the taunts I know are really annoying when I play rogue, when people play those taunts that have 2 attack and 6 HP. Because there's, what is it, Shadow Strike doesn't kill it. They have to use their weapon, and at that point they have to take 5 more damage, and they already, use their weapon to attack creatures, because that's all they have to really be able to, yeah, they don't have any healing, so they don't want to take a ton of damage early on. We're just going to armor up in it. Dun, 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 dun. Normally when I play, if I play, like, let's say I'm playing this deck, the Control Warrior. If I lose 1, I'll play like 2 different decks at a time. I'll go to Midrange Hunter, and then I'll play with Midrange Hunter until I lose. And if I lose with Midrange Hunter, I'll switch back to Control Warrior. And every loss, I switch back and forth. But the problem is when we do these videos and we put the name of the deck we're playing in the title, if we play any other deck, it's very confusing, because it's like, oh, I thought you're playing Cthulhu Warrior or Control Warrior, and then all of a sudden you switch to Midrange Hunter. So it's kind of unfair, and it's misleading. So I don't think I particularly like that much. All right, so we have the 4, 5, and 6, which means coining is kind of pointless. So I guess we just armor up, and we do nothing. Maybe he'll attack with his weapon up again, and then we'll coin into Harrison, draw 2 more cards. It's pretty good. That's what I see him doing, yeah. No Violet Teacher from him, no Tomb Pillager. So if we go coin Harrison, I think we're going to have 10 cards in our hand. So this would be, we currently have 9, right? So if we draw 2 but play 2, then we're at 9 still. So. And against Rogue, just having a variety of spells and creatures to play, I think is pretty good. Because depending on, you know, if he decides he wants to pull off the whole conceal combo, we're going to need brawls and maybe Rag to deal with that. If he decides, he wants to hold on to the combo, then we're looking for Justicar to armor up so we can withstand his burst. We left a 1/1 alive, Tony, with a zoo board. He triple power overwhelming, top deck spins are like 20 damage. I was like, all right. We could have killed the 1/1, but I'm like, all right, I would rather push lethal next turn than sacrifice, like 10 damage into a 1/1 because it was an Argent Squire. Should have played around it. It was my bad. So we play the Elise. It probably just dies, but his board really isn't that scary. And I would rather just develop a creature here. There's no point to bash a 2/2. And there's no point to armor up. We're at 30 HP. We armor up when we start Justicaring, which will most likely be next turn. Because as soon as we can throw down Justicar and just start hitting that armor up. Oh wow, he got the Emperor Tharzan now, so that's pretty good for him. So we actually might slam bash the Emperor. Plans may have changed. Definitely not going to Justicar this turn. We're going to save the brawls for, I'm assuming he's playing N'Zoth maybe, if he's playing Emperor and then the Undercity Huckster. Those are normal cards that you don't really see rogues play a whole lot of. That we're going to kill the Undercity. I know it's going to grant him a card, but taking some damage off the board so we can play Justicar and he'll have to maybe waste some spells on it's pretty good. Backstab doesn't kill it, but I guess a backstab with a Blood Mage out kills it. But well, I'm assuming that Blood Mage is going to die. Alright, there's Blood Hoof, so he is playing the N'Zoth Paladin. Or N'Zoth Rogue, sorry. So we'll swing and kill the Blood Mage, and then we'll play the True Heart. Ooh, map. I got the map. Who's got the map? We've got the map. Not gonna play the map anytime soon. We play the map and we draw into the monkey, and we play the monkey and he plays N'Zoth. We lose because we have no brawls. The brawls are what basically win us the game against N'Zoth, unless he gets some crazy combo before N'Zoth and we just lose. But I've been wrong before, right? I've definitely been wrong before. I was very wrong about the zoo deck.
I wonder.
All right, so Bran into the double battle cry. So it's going to make 2 guys when he dies. So what's it gonna do? So we'd kind of want to sell Vaunus the Unearthed Raptor, right? We know we're killing Bran, but like what? Oh man, it just got a lot more difficult. We know we got to kill Bran. We can do that with Taskmaster.
So many choices.
I guess we start off with Monkey, right? Because then we can't fit in an armor up. Doesn't really how this damage pans out. We're killing this. And then if we play this, both creatures go down to 3, which is pretty close to a Revenge and a Baron, which is pretty good. Just keep fitting in those armor ups. If you make something Death Rattle, copy Death Rattle from Karen, and then Karen summons Bane. So this guy actually does not come back when he N'Zoths. So he's just gonna... It's just really annoying, basically. What about thinking about putting Silence in this deck? Like, just 1 Silence. I put a Spellbreaker in my mid-range Hunter, and it's actually come in clutch quite a few times already. I put in Crazed Alchemist, right? And we used Crazed Alchemist maybe once or twice out of the 50 games we played. I put in Spellbreaker, and within 1 or 2 games, I used her, and she came in really clutch. So cards like that can make a difference. But the problem is, what would we take out? An Alkalite of Pain? Then that reduces our draw. But Alkalite of Pain does not seem to be helping much. Like this card, yeah, it works well with Taskmaster, and yes, it's a decent play, but the amount of games that we can actually play Alkalite of Pain, it doesn't die the second we play it. Be able to play Taskmaster, draw a card, and attack something and kill it is like few times than none. If we put Spellbender in our deck, Like, what the fuck is this? We've lost this game again. Like, there's no way I can beat an Anub with the Control Warrior. That is like the Control Warrior Destroyer. We have to Sylvanas this. So we have to draw into Sylvanas sometime soon. And then we have to kill our own Sylvanas and take this Anub. Because we can't, every turn he'll just play this card and it'll just summon a 4/4 and he'll play it again. Fuck. Holy shit, guys. Like, hopefully it's not just me here. Where's Sylvanas at? That's not Sylvanas. We literally are just searching for Sylvanas. There she is. All right. That was kind of lucky. So we need to... The problem is this needs to... Like, we can't play Sylvanas and end turn because then he'll just play a bunch of shit, kill Sylvanas or Sapper. Like, we need to play Sylvanas, and this needs to be the only card on the board. So right now we need to make the attempt to start clearing out some of this bullshit. Like, we need to take this card. I can deal with N'Zoth. I can deal with all these Banes. We'll make do there. But what cannot happen is this a nub. I can handle the rest. You cannot give him a nub. And now he played his Sylvanas. So we might have to use the first brawl here. Like, we have 2 brawls, which is fine. But there's nothing that we can play currently. But so monkey. We're not playing monkey. I guess we just brawl, right? He baited the first brawl. He got it. And as long as Sylvanas doesn't live. Fuck me. Fuck me. So, what are we searching for? We're searching for a shield slam. So, do we go into Alkali of Pain? Yeah, we might go Alkali of Pain Revenge just to draw. Yeah, I think there's not a way we win this game. Like, where are all the fucking mid-range shamans and token druids at? That's why I'm playing this control deck. Not for fucking whatever the shit this is. So this is what I'm talking about. He just plays the Anub again, and then he can just keep playing it. There's not a lot we can do. Alright, since his Sylvanas was played first, we War Axe this, we play our Sylvanas and armor up. I mean... We can do this. We can play Sylvanas. No, we can't. We can't shield. We can shield slam his Sylvanas, but then that doesn't do us a whole lot because we need to shield. So we play our Sylvanas, right? He could Abyss his own Sylvanas and take our Sylvanas because he has not used Abyss yet. So we cannot do that. That is not an option. So we have to slam this. His Sylvanas has to die prior to us playing our Sylvanas because he can just kill his own Sylvanas off. And since Sylvanas is the only card on our field, we would lose. And we can't brawl, of course, because he hasn't played N'Zoth. Defending to Argus makes this a lot worse. I think we might have just lost. Yeah, I'm sure. What the fuck? It's hard not to get tilted, folks. It is so hard not to get mad. Like, what the fuck is happening? What is happening to my Hearthstone abilities? Okay, abilities right now. We're just getting fucked so hard. Like, absolutely destroyed. Alright, guys, I will catch you in the next episode where I'm going to play a more off-stream to attempt to regain back my stars so we just don't instantaneously go back to rank 11 and I'll just cry. So, as always, guys, thank you for stopping by the end. I'm Robert Warshack and happy whatever the hell day it is.